began to me to feel stressful to live here, because I would walk up the stairs and immediately start feeling, oh, we got to fix that stain and that crack in the ceiling, and there's a half erected wall where there used to be a door, and there's the wallpaper was peeling off. I mean, it was curling up at the edges, and it was just time. And so my husband started putting up this wall, and I'm saying, wait, we have so many other things that we've talked about doing up there. The wallpaper needs to be fixed, the ceilings need to be fixed, we want lighting, we need to figure out something to do with our floors. And then my dream was always to put in a second floor laundry room.
It was time. They're a young family, so you move in to the big house and then you think you're going to do things, then you start having kids and life gets busy and you just don't have time. And they finally decided it was time to get some help.
We had never used a company like them before. We had always hired our own people, our own painters and our own plumbers and our own electricians, and kind of cobbled together projects that way. I would say we were a little hesitant about using them. We just thought the cost would be higher, and that gives anybody anxiety when you're looking at a big project like this. But fast forward a year and a half, and I think it's been worth every penny of the whole process, start to finish, has been so smooth. No detail is overlooked, and I think using them, and especially Jenny's eye for space and color and texture, just takes away so much stress, as we're not good at that. I don't see space and color the same way that she does. And so she had a vision, and my husband, my husband was the one that kind of worked with her a lot on wallpaper choices and paint colors and the design aspect of it. He can be a little opinionated. But yeah, so it all kind of came together.
It was a lot of fun, so much fun. We did the whole second floor, so bedrooms, hallway. We added a laundry room, there wasn't a laundry room. Redid the bathroom, found some space for a fantastic shower in there, and then added wainscot paneling, all new floors, lots of painting, and a lot of wallpaper, which was very exciting. And it was just really a fun collaboration with them, because they wanted to do really good stuff for this beautiful old historic house.
The whole thing is like a beautiful piece of art that we get to live in, and just the way that it's all come together, all the colors and patterns and textures, and it just feels like home and like a place of rest now. Whereas before I would walk around upstairs thinking, we gotta fix this and we gotta fix that and we gotta fix that. Now it feels like it's all fixed. Not only is it all fixed, but it's all beautiful, and it's a place where I want to spend time.
So it's a great example of the scope, right? So we say we do wherever space is, and I'm not sure everybody quite understands that, but we should be working in all these old houses in Kirkwood. It should be our signs in the front yard, even though we're very lazy at putting our signs in the front yard, and people should know who we are, because this is really what we specialize in, and it really shows our skill set when we go into a home like this. And
I think very high standard of work, very, very high quality. I mean, they will stand and deliberate and discuss about the angle of the wood at a certain point. And should we do this or should we do this? And let's ask Todd, or let's ask Jenny, or let's see what so-and-so thinks about that. And just because everything needs to come together and just be like this beautiful masterpiece. And it is. So I will definitely, and I have already, recommended Carbeck, because I think you get what you pay for with home projects, and smaller projects are, I think if we had tried to hodgepodge this big project ourselves, it would not have turned out nearly this beautiful, And so I think it's been worth every penny. And for me too, the lack of stress, I think, in especially decision making with paint colors and wallpaper and just little odds and ends, not having to even think about those things is totally worth it.
So one of the things I love too about this is it is my neighbors. It was across the street. They probably saw me more than they wanted to just because it was really easy for me to pop in, and I'm super vested. You know, the kids are in 7th grade. Jack is a boy, he's in 7th grade, 4th grade, and Daniel, and then Ray, she's in 1st grade. And Ray was totally on board. Like, she loved her wallpaper and her, you know, the pink in there and the trim color and the fancy antique lights. Jack was a little bit like, Jenny Roush is not going to tell me how my bedroom is going to be. And he was resistant. But then I think at some point it all started to come together, and they, you know, they were working with him, and now he's all in. And I am just really impressed at how well they're keeping their beds made and keeping their rooms tidy. And everyone seems to be invested in the space that they live in now, which is really fun to see.